Hello everyone, this is Arif Saripudinur. I would like to share you about my experience using Pytorch and Tensorflow. I follow the Pytorch Quick Start from pytorch.org and TensorFlow Quick Start for Beginners from tensorflow.org. And here I use the Spider to run all of the process. As for Pytorch, the first step is to import library we need for the process and then set the working directory and then download the training and testing data. Here I use a Fashion MNIST datasets. Also, we can set the batch size for iterable that will return a batch of 64 features and labor. In Pytorch, the dataset were treated different with TensorFlow. In here, the dataset were created as a data loader that was an iterable over a dataset and support automatic batching, sampling, shuffling, and multi-process data loading. And then after that, we can define the structure of the models. Here we use neural networks, and we can define the input layer, hidden layer, and output layer, and also the activation function. We can notice that for the output layer, it should be set as the number of the classes, and the number of classes of the dataset is 10. So the output layer the nodes should be 10 nodes. Also, we set the feed forward function. The next is to set the loss function using the cross entropy loss and then the optimizer. In Pytorch, we can adjust the model parameters using training and dataset. So here, using training, we can determine the best parameters for the models. And then after that, we train the models using the parameter from train and test, and then compile with the loss function and the optimizer. We can set the epochs 5. This is the number of iteration for the fitting and training the models for better accuracy. We can save the model. There is the name is model.pth. Save the Pytorch model, and then also we can load the models using the model.loadstat dictionary. Here is the definition of the classes, the 10 classes from shirt, trouser, pullover, dress, coat, sandals, shirts, sneaker, bag, and ankle boot. And then after that, we try to predict whether our the last step is we try to predict the using the testing dataset. Here we can try to run. We can see that the model can predict actual boot, and the actual figure is the ankle boot. Also, we can change the number to let's say 94, and then run again. The result is pretty good that the model predicted trouser. Also, the actual data is also trouser. As for TensorFlow, the first step also similar. We should import the library and then set the working directory. And then the next step is to load the dataset. Here also, we also use the MNIST dataset. However, this dataset now we use as figure of numbers. And then we divide to training and testing. Y is for the levels, and then because this is figures, so we need to rescale our figures into range of 0 to 1. So, and then the next step is to create or build a machine learning model. Here we use the also neural network model. So we define the input layer, hidden layer, and output layer, because also we have the dataset is 10 classes from 0 until 9. So the output layer should be 10 nodes. And then after that, we use the softmax function. This softmax function is used to convert the logit result to probability value. For the last function, we use the sparse categorical cross entropy. And then we need to compile the model, compile with the loss function, optimizer, and matrix. Here's we use the Adam as the optimizer. And then we fit the model using training, and the epochs is 5. And then let's try make a prediction. We use make prediction using the first 5 of the test dataset. So this is the result. This is the result. So we can see this is the probability of each node of 10 nodes. So and we predict the first 5. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can see that the highest probability here is this one. So this start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the models predict that the figure is 7, and we can see the Y test that the actual number also showed number 7, so it's pretty good. So the different things between the TensorFlow and Torch first is how they treat the input dataset, and of course the structure of the model will be different between those two models because how they treat because the input models, and then the output also different. That the TensorFlow giving us the probability with from all the nodes. Okay, that's all I can share. Thank you very much.